Hey, what's happening? So today at Relics and Rust here, I'm gonna show you what not to do when it comes to repairing some body work on your car. Hang on, shut this fucking thing off. There we go. We're buzzing. So on our 1980 MGB, the restoration we're doing for the client. Is going along pretty good. I was doing a little bit of metal work today, cleaning up the seams, which we're actually deleting this. There we go. There's a little tiny piece of trim that's better. Okay. There's a little tiny piece of trim that's applied here, and it's sandwiched between the wing and the actual rear end of the car, and it's very problematic because you cannot get paint underneath this seal, so it constantly rusts. So what we're doing is we're going to delete it. We're cutting it out, and then we're going to use a fiberglass and resin impregnated filler that will go inside of here, and then we'll smooth it over nice, and it'll kind of give a little more of a contemporary look to the car. So that said, I come around the front here and I'm looking at the hood and I'm like, something's not right. Something definitely not right. So I got to digging and well, we got this mess. All right, so I'm doing my reverse camera, which is not as good as the front camera, but we'll just see what we can do here. If I gotta stand behind it, I'll show you what the F is going on. Somebody's been here before, and they did the shoddiest work I think I've ever come across in my time. So you can see that I've done some cleaning up there and whatnot. If I can figure out how to embed some still shots into the video, I'll do it. But this is not what you do when it comes to fixing your front end. This is definitely not what you do when it comes to a little metal repair. Bondo is a filler, not a builder. So when we look at the front of the car, you'll see these two pieces made together like this. Okay, and they set right here. If you can kind of like get an idea, that's 3/4 of an inch of Bondo. All right? No, you don't do it. So, like, watch. Don't do it. That's a quart of Bondo right there, dried out. That's just so wrong. Now, what's happened here is, as a result of this BS, we have to adjust our budget because we need to replace the hood. We cannot give this to the client looking like this. There's no way to feasibly repair it without exceeding the value of a new hood. The amount of time it would take to fix that is just no. So anyways, there's a few other areas here that we'll see as we go down the side of the car. Need a little bit of attention. So just come down this body line here. This is the trim line, and again, another problematic area on a 40-year-old English car. The belt line trim always creates rust because it holds water. On this car, it's actually really good. So just the front there, and then the back. These are the mounts for the luggage rack. And then you'll see what I'm talking about here. By deleting this seam, we'll stop it from rusting, See, this hole right here is a result of this failing. So we'll cut this out and we'll weld a nice little PCP sip in there, and then we'll get our filler going down the Roski. And it'll be done the right way. And yeah, so here we go. We clean up all of the mounts where this is the vent window, this is the windshield. This is an example of what that seam looks like right here. Whoops, let me get that. There we go. So this is, it's just a little piece that's sandwiched in between, and it is a pain in the balls to get paint up underneath it because, well, paint doesn't go under, it goes on top. So, yeah. That said, see if I can get this all in the shot. There we go. Hey, there we go. That's it, 80 MGB. And yeah, we're about 40 hours into it right now, maybe 38 hours into the teardown and whatnot. So stay tuned. Yeah.